Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered 3 viewer submitted levels. So in this part, I'll be covering at least 4 or 5 more viewer submitted levels, starting out with this one. Proto Time Blues by Panther35, with 11 plays and a score of 4. As always, if you want one of your levels to be featured in a future part like this one, please leave both the level name and level ID either in the comment section below or direct message me on Twitter. Also, as always, the full disclaimer of this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for all the levels I cover in these parts, so if you want to check if your level is covered, expand the description. Okay, for this stage we have infinite usage of the time slow, and we do have the super arrow as well. One of the segments where we'll need to use the super arrow in order to progress onwards. That works. And I do want to get that special weapon up there. Huh, how do I get in here? Oh, I jump over it, that's how. Silly me. I thought that the super arrow could destroy the super arrow blocks, just like the other special weapons. And having access to the Gemini laser will make this segment a lot easier. No chance of the super arrow getting destroyed by one of the tellies. Also, good checkpoint placement. Also, thank you for all the placements of the special weapon energy capsule respawners. That way there's no place in the stage where you can get soft locked or be forced to restart at a checkpoint. This is gonna be a slight problem to fix. Never mind, it was a lot easier to fix than what I thought. This, however, this is gonna cause a few problems. Never mind, again, easier than what I expected. Oh goody, now we have these rolling drills. Well, I guess I want the tank and key over there. And I completely overlooked the bed of spikes down there. That was my bad. Well, I'm back over here. That previous segment had 3 deaths off screen, mainly at that climbing segment with the spikes on the edges. I made it past that segment in one go on my first attempt, but in my subsequent attempts I kept dying there from tapping my head against one of the spikes, unfortunately. At least the checkpoint was right over there. And now I gain access to the Proto Buster. And there I died because I wasn't fast enough for destroying the rolling drill below. But it's a minor failure because the checkpoint's right over here. Oh, but this is limited actually. Well, that was an easy way to bypass that entire segment. And checkpoint placement for the stage is definitely on point. Just need to make sure not to run face first into spikes or rolling drills, like what happened almost over there. And I guess this is the end of the stage. Easy button after all. Overall, this was a neat special weapons oriented stage, at least a 6 or 6.5 out of 10. Nice challenge progression and nice usage of checkpoints. Second level on the lineup is SAN-002 Sapper Man by Jethawk74, with 14 plays and a score of 3. SAN stands for Dr. Satchel Assassin Number. So effectively, they are the Doc Robot stages in this series of Roadmaster levels by Jethawk74. And this one's going to be at least 50 or 60 screens long. You know what? For this stage, I'll be playing through it as Mega Man. I mean, he has access to the Mega Man 6 Mega Buster, plus a whole arsenal of special weapons. I guess this means use either the Ice Slasher or Water Wave here. So far, so good. I guess the lower harder route leads to more goodies like an E-Tank or M-Tank, but usually these stages aren't that difficult anyway, so I won't need an extra. Also a good checkpoint placement over here. I wasn't sure if I could make it there, so I didn't want to take any risks. Oh, so that's what that sign meant. We have to go through it quickly so we don't get telefragged by the Yoko blocks. Silly me for not understanding that. And you can make the jump over here after all. No time slow either. I should have just slid over there. Because I didn't, I ended up falling into the pit. Another one of those stages where I wish I had access to the skull barrier. That'd be super helpful. Another good checkpoint placement. Thank you, developer. So here it's telling us to use the firestorm as quickly as possible so we don't die to the red force beams. Oh, of course, the red force beams can be blocked by the junk block, so you still gotta be a bit careful. Still, it was rather easy. And as this is a fortress level, I don't mind the forced usage of special weapons. Thank you for the free M-Tank here, and thank you for this automated section of the stage. At least it looks neat. I wonder why the stage is called Sapper though. One of these segments I see. So just damage boost right through it. Same old Crash Man. Overall, this was a neat fortress level. Although I think I'll say I liked the previous stage more. I'd give this a 5.5 or 6 out of 10. Third level on the lineup is Ladder Man by Crono Mn with 17 plays and a score of 0. So I suppose this will be a traditional-like Mega Man level. One that's going to focus on usage of ladders. And we will unlock the leaf shield somewhere throughout the stage, which will likely be the boss's weakness. Also, nice introduction to the ladders as well as all these gabioles. First in a safe environment which you can't easily fall into, and now in a more dangerous environment. So nice challenge escalation here. And now we're placing the ladders over bottomless pits. And there's me falling off of a ladder because it didn't grip onto it correctly. This is going to be one of those stages where I wish I had access to the Rush Coil or Rush Jet, or access to playing as bass. That'd be super helpful as well. And if I recall correctly, the leaf shield can destroy the chainsaw gabules. So now a vertical scrolling segment slowly going downwards so we don't hit the spikes. Or we can do that as well. Already the stage is starting to get a lot more difficult. In fact, I'd say it's tied with Proto Time Blues as being the most difficult stage of the part. Thank you for the checkpoint placement. It's placed where a traditional level would usually place it. Also, nice introduction to the normal footholders. You probably want to place the metal cannons first in a safe environment before putting on top of the footholders though. But I do like how we're combining usage of the two gimmicks, those being the footholders and ladders. I was expecting it to go more to the left, but of course it didn't. It's not too far back though. But again, this is one of those stages where I wish I had access to either the Rush Coil or Rush Jet. Or access to playing as bass. Thank you for the large weapon and life refills here. At the beginning of the stage, I'd say the challenge progression needs some work with the introduction of ladders. But other than that, the challenge escalation is nice enough. Also nice introduction to the fact that shield attackers will rush forwards towards you. At least this hot dog isn't completely defenseless, like many other hot dog encounters are. And now we have another vertical segment. In fact, it's faster to just avoid destroying these shield attackers and jump upwards. And I hope we're nearing the end of the stage. It's already a bit longer than the traditional Mega Man level. And now we're introducing usage of the crash lifts too. So we have to chase after this one, I suppose. It kinda reminds me of a challenge from one of Buster's levels, those being Charge Kick Training Grounds as well as Napalm Man's Charge Kick Training Grounds. But I suppose it's the end of the stage, and I'd say currently it's my favorite level to part. Nice challenge progression and nice escalation of challenges, and nice recombination of gimmicks near the end. Though at the beginning you may want to work with some of the challenge escalation, It's a bit wonky. I gotta make sure to grab onto the ladder here and fight Metal Man this way. This is a nice way of integrating the main gimmick of the stage into the boss fight itself. Also, thank you for putting springs down there so Metal Man can just jump back onto the footholder. Overall, I give this stage at least a 7 or 7.5 out of 10. Pretty nice music and foreground-background combination, and I liked all the gimmicks and enemies. It's a little bit more on the harder side, especially near the beginning, but once you get the hang of grabbing onto ladders, it's fine. So good work, Crono Mn. Fourth level in the lineup is Mega Man Copying Factory by Darkness EX, with 191 plays and a score of 70. Based off the author's comments, this stage will be around 25 screens long, and based off the score, this will be a good level. Wow, we have 6 Mega Man in those squares. I didn't realize it was possible to do so in this engine. I guess it's a level editor glitch or something, because we're playing as Proto Man here, and they're not also moving around. And we also have a Mega Man in mid-fall animation over there. Well, that's certainly different. We have two choices, left or right. Let's take the left route first. And apparently these Mega Man don't have any collision around them. You know, when the stage said Mega Man Copying Facility, I didn't expect to literally see just Mega Man all around the place. Can you do the same thing with Bass and Proto Man though? That'd be neat to see. That looks rather suspicious down over there, but I won't take a look until I hit a checkpoint. Like here, for example. So let's take a look, shall we? And it did lead to something. And this grants me access to the drill bomb. And there's the same glitch that Jimmy Juicer used in their stage. And by having access to the rolling cutter, I can access this hole. Well, thank you for the damage boost over there, Colton. Otherwise I would have died over there. And this grants me access to the Power Stone. Another good weapon. Also creative usage of the Yoku blocks here. I think in order to quickly spawn in these Yoku blocks, you need to use some cheats or outside hacks in order to add decimal amounts to the timers in the Yoku blocks, as this is not usually possible in the editor. You can only use whole number increments after all. And this was just for an extra E-tank. Fine with me. Clever. Nice escalation of challenges and nice combination of gimmicks. This sprite of Mega Man looks a bit awkward. And apparently it is solid over here. Interesting. I'd like to hear from Darkness or another user how this is possible in the engine. What cheats are used in order to make this possible. Because I'm not modding the engine whatsoever. Time to fight Magnet Man with an infinite prop top dropper. Overall, a pretty good stage. I'd say that this is tied for being my current favorite level of the part with Ladderman. Overall, it was a solid stage, at least a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. It deserves its high score. Pretty well constructed, nice checkpoint placement, challenges are introduced properly and then recombined at the end, and overall it had some creative usages. Like for example the Mega Man statues, I didn't realize was possible in this engine. So fifth and final level of the part is Buster Intro Stage Suburbs by Buster Game, with 11 plays and a score of 1. As Buster mentioned, this is going to be one of the harder levels. And in this one, we'll be playing as bass. There may be something to the left though, so I want to double check. Nope, nothing to the left. I guess this is a train or something, or a truck, or a ship. One of these jumps, I see. I can already imagine how difficult this jump is going to be at the end of the stage. I guess this is one of the houses in the suburbs. Quite a hazardous suburbs considering all the death pits that are here. Must be manufactured by Dr. Wily or something. Oh, this jump. This is gonna cause a few problems. Especially if I don't get knocked onto the correct crash lift. I guess I'm gonna have to do some damage boosting here. And I almost made it, but somehow I slipped off. I'll chalk it up to my fault instead of the engine's. I was a bit too close to the edge there. And not close enough either, should have done a dash jump there. Well, Buster was right that I was gonna die a few times in this stage. Well, he didn't say I was gonna die several times, but he said the stage was going to be a lot more difficult than usual. There we go, and there's solid ground at the end. Thank you for the checkpoint, really needed after that difficult segment. And the stage is gradually getting harder and harder. Yep, here's one of the jumps I was talking about. Here's me immediately failing it. I think I need to do a dash jump from the left side on top of the crash lift. That's what I'm missing. Yep, that's it. Just me failing to do the jump at the correct time though. Well, I didn't actually need this flipping platform here. And thank you for the checkpoint. Stage is definitely getting harder. Although I'd say the previous section was easier than the one before it, which I died a lot on. And we made it fight Chargeman here. Good. I thought the stage was going to go by for at least 1 or 2 more sections. And the fight doesn't take too long because Chargeman takes double damage from my Buster. So that was the end of Intrastate Suburbs. Definitely the most difficult level of the part, but overall it was fun. Probably a 5 or 5.5 out of 10. And it wasn't as difficult as some of Buster's earlier stages that I played through. So overall, out of the 5 levels I played in this part, my 2 favorite levels would be Ladderman by Crono Mn and Mega Man Copying Factory by Darkness EX. So in the next part, I'll be covering several more viewer-submitted levels. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!